Hello, ladies, gents, and all you morbid little sadists, only showing up to know how I'm going to die today. Will it be the ice caves? Will it be another humiliating mind's death? No, absolutely not, because I'm going to concentrate 100% in gameplay, and I'm going to ignore every single one of you in the chat, from Condo Slime, Future Vantas, Matthew Di Stefano to Nostra Effin Damas, Punkarai69, and Dirty, and all the other people that are right now, right here, names that I recognize, names that I have not seen before. Somehow there's newer people here that I've never seen before. I'm all keeping you all in a list. We'll be mailing you poop soon. Let's go into the daily challenge. I was like, maybe I should do like other people do. Maybe I should do a warm-up, get ready, and get mentalized in the adventure mode. Habituate myself to this Spelunky experience so that later I can perform well in the daily challenge and not serve you guys a pitiful, pathetic daily challenge that only lasts for 5 seconds. It's like I announced, I was making the title of the video, it's like I'm going to stream until I die, the daily challenge until I die. My wife was like, your fans are gonna be disappointed with a 5-minute stream. So it's going to be until I die, or, you know, 1 hour. Probably will be stretched to an hour and a half because I get carried away. I get super excited about all the things that happen in Spelunky, and I just want to keep on going. I'm just keeping you guys company. It's a duty of mine, keeping everybody off depression watch. I'm here to brighten up your day and make your life just that little bit less miserable. Yeah, my wife, she's an utter savage. She's just a downright roaster. She cannot spare any of my feelings, and I wouldn't want her to. She truly knows how to push my depression buttons, what to do to get me as close to the edge as possible without actually pulling the trigger. I just mixed the two suicide methods, but I am standing at the edge of a precipice with a gun in my hand because you don't want to splat against the ground. You gotta carry a revolver in your hand, and at the very last moment you pull the trigger. So it's like, you know, you just save yourself that last moment. It's like, oh, you only get hurt falling off a cliff. It's not bad. It's getting to the bottom what really hurts. Well, you prevent that by carrying a revolver in your hand, shooting yourself before you hit the ground. I have thought of everything. I'm such a genius. I'm the greatest. I think I'm going to break all these pots onto Callie's altar, offer up all the gems to her magnificence, and move on with my life because nothing else actually happened, and there is a snake bit right here. Anyway, this is a live stream. I'm supposed to interact with people in an entertaining manner. Thing is, though, I don't really need this rope. Thing is, though, I was like, that's what got me killed before. It sounds like an excuse, but it's true. It's absolutely true. I'm going to die horrendously if I constantly look at the chat. So while the level is progressing, unless there's a lull where, you know, I'm just waiting for the ghosts and stuff like that, I'm going to not look at the chat, not going to do anything but slap some butts, as well as these nuts. I'm not going to do anything but do Spelunky gameplay. Let's trigger that. I am capable. I am without fear. I know that it will be caught. That cobweb. And I will look at the chat while I'm waiting for the ghost, and while we are traversing between levels, I'll just take a little bit moment there and just take a look at the things that have been said. And if there's something pernitent that deserves a response, I would also be very interested about... Please, son of a bitch. Very interested about the reaction to when I utterly murder this guy without any kind of warning. Get wrecked, you scumbag piece of garbage. Alright, we're actually going to spend quite some time in... Oh, that arrow. Thank you, Super Spider, for making my life slightly safer by catching that arrow beautifully. Beautifully. I see all of you fellas just betting on my life, and I don't appreciate that. I'll let you know right now. I don't appreciate you guys making conjectures, but when I'm going to bite the dust, I don't appreciate that in the slightest. There you go. Well, that was terrible. I'm slightly disappointed about the lack of a Jedi because, of course, cannot see the gems in the wall, so we're going to be hanging on to that mattock. Get the idols or no balls, Dirty says. Fellow, this scrotum sags all the way to the floor, I'll let you know. So, that idol is going to end up in my pocket. Of course, it will be grabbed. That idol at the opportune time. And not a moment earlier. Let's trigger that arrow trap because I'm awesome. I think of everything. Taking a little moment here, waiting. I think this is a good time. That guy USA made it. He made it to the stream. Hello, that guy USA. I appreciate you. I know that I randomly read some things, but it's whatever I stumble upon when I happen to have a little moment to concentrate on the chat. Like I'm waiting for the ghost. That's a good time to look aside. I am transitioning between levels. That will be a good time to look at the chat. You know, I need to find my sweet spot. I'm still a streaming neophyte, and I'm far too eager to look aside. Far too eager to look aside, look at what you guys are saying, and get eaten by an evil specter of the past here. I need to find my sweet spot between giving you guys attention and making sure I don't die in a horrendous manner. So we'll get this ghosted, get that ruby, get Paco. He's a tocayo. He's a guy whose name is the exact name as mine. His name is Paco, and he will be given unto Kali's glory. That pleases me greatly. I'm very happy about this cape, in fact. Okay, that idol needs to be grabbed, but first we're going to make absolutely certain there's absolutely nothing else to be done here. Thank you, Carl C, for believing in me. I appreciate your encouragement, and I hope to make you proud. If I don't make you proud, no refunds available. Sorry. And you might say, but I've given you no money. That's what you think. That's what you believe. Just don't check your bank account, because the moment you enter thanks to my incredible hacking skills, I'll have you guys know that I am a spare time hacker, and I have elite skills. You could even say that I have elite skills. That's like super next level. The idol will be grabbed. Make sure, though, that everything else is under control. The moment that you enter the chat, all of your personal information is forfeit. I should all let you guys know. In fact, just clicking on the video made you sign up for the terms of service. So, you know, I know that is a little bit of a shocker, but I need to get funding for that death ray somehow. And if I don't steal it, what kind of supervillain will I be? I ask you that. I ask you that. Do you have an answer for me? I don't think that you do. So, shut your mouth and enjoy this content. Here comes the super boulder. I was hoping it wouldn't just wreck me completely. Alright, we can do that. Get my sweet, sweet mattock. We're going to make it all the way to the bottom with these two precious, precious items. We actually got a little bit of money in the exchange. But all the things that collapsed behind that boulder, not going to be dropping there. It will be kind of silly, I think. Keep this mattock like a proper greedy piece of garbage and continue on to the next level. Hey, it's time. It's time to look at the chat and say and read the Nosref Indamus. That calling me the Blargh known as the hacker known as 4chan. My secret identity has been revealed. Confused Bamboozle has made it to the chat as well. I know some names, so I get excited when I see them. Here's Joan Tovar, the most exultant lady warrior of all time. I'm sure her daughters are extremely proud of their mommy. Welcome, Valet. I'm not going to die in 1 minute. I'm sorry. That's not going to be like that. My wife is downright savage. She said I would die in 5 minutes and all the viewers will be cheated. So I decided to stretch this up to 1 hour in case I do die. But that's not going to happen. It's going to be the most incredible show of expertise you've ever seen. Is this another? Yeah, it's another spec. It's another spec pit with all those damn specs at the bottom of the spec pit. I am slightly more prone to be dyslexic today. I don't know why. Sometimes my brain gets into these strings of not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Just like in that stretch of time where I was with all the sleepwalking and all the brothel visiting It was a fugue state. It was not anything that I wanted to do. I was in the middle of a fugue state. I could not help it. You know something that really irritates me? The entirety of this level, in which I can't really get back up to anywhere. There's a vault in there as well. So I am kind of forced to use more ropes, and I very much resent that. I want to use my second to last rope, but I think this will be like central to my advancement. Do that. Oh. Get this treasure chest. Continue on. There's going to be another mattock here, so this one will be completely used up. Get all that junk out of the way. Let's remember which mattock is a good mattock. Of course, this guy is slightly mad at me for some reason. And since we have lots of swings. Why the hell not? Yeah, I just come back! Amazing! Oh, what incredible superpowers these guys have. It's just such amazing powers. But I was just too fast. I'm too fast. You filth master. What a jerk. You guys already were all saying, oh, there's his death. No, no, no! I turn around at the wrong moment. Alright, well, I am slightly impaired at the moment. I'm slightly impaired in my options here, but thankfully we can walk around this area. It's all good though. It's all good. I don't know why, like, thought that I was maneuvering perfectly well, doing the entire hit him in the penis with the swings of the mattock. Did not work out the way I wanted. I'm now just waiting for him to go down. Like, there's no way he's going to stay there. Locked, is he? I don't think so. We're just gonna have to wait a little bit longer. And hopefully he'll just go down the snake pit. He'll go all the way to the bottom. We need to get that guy out of there. There's no room for us to do anything. I'll get rid of that guy. I really hate the fact that I only have one rope and nothing really. No way to get more. Maybe use a bomb to get around these places. Like, I cannot go down here. I guess I could make a ladder here. Especially since our mattock. Yeah, there you go. Now we can go back up. Okay, we should be able to get around this ghost by coming here. Slightly concerned. I don't like that at all. He's still here. Of course he is. And we could go in there. Go Indiana Jones mode. I guess we can do something like this and just hope that everything turns out okay. And we do have a shotgun here. This is a good place also to work around the ghost. I'm sure you guys can tell I'm 100% concentrated on what's happening on screen right now and completely ignoring everything that you guys are saying. So the live component of this live stream is not all the way there. But I think it's a good exchange. It's a good trade-off. Where it means I might not die horrendously. Okay, so that's... We got this shotgun. This shotgun should be able to allow us to do well against this scumbag. This filthy master of filth. This filthy master of filth. I am good. I can't believe, Nostra effing Damas, that you don't have my best interest at heart. I cannot believe after everything we've been together, you are trying to distract me on purpose so that I am humiliated. I thought that you had my self-esteem and my mental well-being at heart, but all I see now. All you want is entertainment out of me. All you want. All you want is make me feel bad. This is not a good idea. I think I got this. I got this, baby. You think I don't have a plan? I'm just stumbling around this area like I'm some kind of foolish millennial coming out of college and stumbling onto the job market? I don't think so. I don't think so. I got a plan right now, and I'm going to enact it in the most deadly way possible. Just you wait. Got it all under control, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be the most impressive play you've ever seen. Whenever I go quiet, whenever I go radio silence, it's not that I am suddenly at a loss of things to say at last. No, I'm actually looking aside and reading at the chat and maybe finding what you guys are saying, and maybe finding something appropriate to comment on. Check this out. Check this out. That second bump. Scumbag, eat my penis. I'm very happy that that plan actually worked out on the first attempt. Very, very glad about the ultimate demise of our mustachioed maniac, that lunatic that wanted my death. Cannot withstand the incredible power of Paco Spelunky. And now, the spoils are mine. Oh, this pleases me greatly. It's not gonna be a good ghosting there. I do want this chest, because there's a key that shall be inserted into this lock. This brings back memories when I finally was able to get into that chastity belt around my wife's neck. And you might say, Israel, chastity belts go around the woman's vagina. They go around the vagina. They don't go around the neck. Well, don't you get your nose into my sex life? Who the hell do you think you are? Oh, I just used up my shotgun. I left it up there, and I can't get back up. I've fallen, and I can't get back up. So, I guess this brings oh, that was terrible. That brings some flashbacks. Brings some flashbacks on my floppy arms experience. Hey, well, we can do something like this. Because I don't have floppy arms, I can swing things in my hand all the time. And I'm just being stupidly dense. Let's just keep going. I can do this. I can do this. Making random noises while reading the chat, finding nothing to really comment on, so moving on with my life. If I establish that I'm not really paying much attention to you guys, you're going to just be talking among yourselves instead of actually trying to ask me questions and say things for me to react to, which kind of makes a vicious loop of me not finding anything to comment about because you're constantly just talking among yourselves. But if I encourage you to actually talk to me and I don't pay attention to you, well, there's the frustration mounts. You guys all dox me, send me horrendous things in a box. I had enough. Thank you very much. I had enough with the bloated raccoon full of cocaine, okay? I was in a lot of trouble because of that. Thanks to you weirdos. No more. I'm not taking that kind of nonsense again. Wow. Wow. I just risked life and limb just like that. You guys check out that incredible move in which I could have easily died to this ghost because I relied on my reflexes and skill to get rid of that bat instead of failing miserably. It tasted like meat that has been bloated in the sun for 3 weeks with ketchup on it. So it was alright. Love. Very much enjoy all these pots with gems in them. I appreciate them. They're kind of stressing me out. Alright, finally found my way back up. At last. And we still need to get the vault. Like, that's the entire reason for us being in here in this place. Right now, this moment, this present moment. That we're all enjoying ourselves. Thank you so much for that jar full of jizz. I'm so happy to have it. I can get back up, no problem. Oh yeah. Let's get these two. I don't think that we have explored the bottom here. So I am a little concerned about going down there without exploring it first. Well, that was absolutely idiotic. But I was like, do I want to risk life and limb? Or do I just want to pick up this ruby? I think safety won in the end. I'm going to be extra safe because I don't want to be horribly humiliated in my second... Like, this is my sophomore attempt and my first stream. Well, you know, my life ended in an abrupt manner, not too far in. I do feel like we had a pretty damn strong stream to start our brand new era of high quality internet. I want to follow it up with a similarly well positioned and well researched stream in which I convince you that the earth is flat at last. So that's all coming in the Ice Caves rants, but I am determined to get there. So that's why here you have me on my absolute darndest to do well. So we can get to the ice caves, and I can stop those foolish, dumb, sheeple type of thoughts from forming in your head, and I can finally let you guys know that Area 51 is full of mind-devouring aliens that want to control you through your pituitary gland. That's already ghosted. I don't know why I'm taking time. I get slightly distracted, as everybody might anticipate. What do you think of Alex Jones? Mo asks me. Alex Jones. It's a... You know, I used to think he was just crazy. But part of me just thinks it feels like, is he just performing? Is it all an act for money? For just put on a good show? And I don't think so. There's certainly a big component of it. I think let's give my short answer, and then I can spend the next 20 minutes talking about it, okay? My short answer is he's full crazy and should not be listened to seriously. But he should not, under any circumstance, be banned from any platform. That is my short answer on Alex Jones. We'll never listen or take him as his word for any kind of conspiracy, although historically he has been right about a couple things that I cannot even remember right now. Bohemian Grove was one of them, although I'm pretty sure that the extent of it was not as dire as he was saying. But overall, that's my general stance. Like, the man has no truck with me. He sounds like a completely deranged person, especially when he starts talking about all the alien stuff. It's that podcast with Joe Rogan, even though I did not listen to the whole thing because it's freaking 4 hours. So maybe one of these days when I'm drawing for all the stuff that I need to draw for the Last of the Wicked, I'll put that podcast on and actually listen to it. Oh, that's not what I want. This is what I want. But he should not be censored in any way, because I am quite, like, as the older I get, the more into the world that I experience, the more I value the enormous value of free speech is not to be trifled with. And I don't mean only in the legal sense where the government cannot prosecute you for things that you say, but also extending it to deplatforming and you know, modern widespread platforms taking your voice away. Like they're kicking you out of the public square. Pretty sure we're done with this Mad Talk, but it's heartbreaking because I'm trying to get money, and I have another Mad Talk to use. So I guess we should just dig down there and just... Okay, no, never mind. There's that Mad Talk right there. It is now depleted. Now we can grab the other one. Anyway, I don't want to get into like super serious. This is kind of more like for the pre-recorded content that I just post and you just listen to my diatribes. I don't want to get into like a back and forth here. I'm sure that some people will not agree with the positions that I have. And the primary objective of this is just entertainment. Like what I do on the internet, while it's nice to see if I change some minds for more reasonable discourse and all that junk, primarily I just want to make you chuckle now and then. That is the entire my objective. If I can, you know, have a fun time at it, well, more that's better. I have a Mad Talk right here. There's a crazy maniac in there. I would love to help myself to all the items that he is guarding. Let's do something like this and immediately fail. I wanted to continue on. I don't want to use a rope here though. But he does have ropes. Let's just try and light up as many... That's already triggered. Try to light up as many torches and, you know, we'll research judgment on this maniac. He is quite clearly trapped in there. That bat caught fire, but did not die. Incredible fire-resistant bat. By the way, I was promising that I would be looking at the chat in between levels, and then I completely failed miserably at doing just that, because it's such muscle memory for me right now to just immediately spacebar my way through those levels, so my bad. My bad.
This is still a learning experience.
Okay, this beautifully creates another passageway. Give me some ropes, I would appreciate them. Okay, well, I'm glad that... I'm glad that the method was barely used, so even though we can no longer tell them apart, they're pretty equivalent in their charge right now. Let's kill that thing. This daily challenge is shaping up to be a very, very, very long one. If I don't die horrendously, of course. Because all these mattocks really slow you down. Oh yeah, give me that good stuff. Very much tempted to pick up that idol, like the good times roll. Why the hell not? What's the worst that can happen? Let's just grab that, and hopefully this idiotic piece of trash with a mustache gets crushed to death. Let's see if we, please, that torch. Thank you very much. A triole of mattocks. That's right. Already, this is too much. I cannot handle this. I am not ready. I am not ready. I think it's reasonable to say that the shopkeeper at the bottom got murdered. It's not a surefire thing, though. I predict that we can just stay here. The Map Murph, she accuses me of being crazy probably several times a day because I am a whore for a cheap laugh, and something that makes her laugh is my antics. Like, that must be like 90% of the basis of our relationship, that I make her laugh and it's easy to make her laugh and I get a giant kick out of it. So I will do anything. I mean, not anything. I will not just bring a clown to the house and eviscerate him just to get a bit of a reaction out of her. I won't go to those lengths. But I will, anything from doing faces or doing a silly dumbass dance or any kind of goofery that will make you go, just dumb crazy idiot. I will totally do it just for that cheap laughter. It's very important to me. It ties into my self-esteem, my sense of self-worth, and I know this is colored 100% by personal experience, but you want a healthy relationship, you want a long-lasting relationship that you can feel good in, find somebody that you can make laugh. If you can laugh together, you're golden for years and years, at least in my experience. Like, we've had our ups and downs and all that nonsense, but it's nothing that feels better than making my wife get a chuckle out of my stupidity in a good-natured way. I'm still, like, I am reserving judgment on this bottom tier. Like, I'm just going around trying to make sure that it's nobody, and indeed there is nobody. So good. This is the last time that I'm going to loop around like a moron. Then I'm going to focus on probably going to throw 2 bombs at the crazy person at the top. And just hope that he doesn't find me. After all, what's the worst that can happen? Something like that. Let's do that nonsense. And very suddenly come face to face with a shopkeeper. It will be sudden, it will be fulminating. It will be horrendous. Oh jeez, here it comes. The last use of my last rope, and that's okay. Because I see the loot. Please don't be stuck down here. I want that stuff. Oh, he's still here. Okay. I knew it. I knew he was still there. Scumbag did not travel all the way to the underworld, otherwise known as the bottom of the level. So that's annoying. This dark level is going to be my death. It's going to be awful. The thing is, why am I still here? Because there's 2 mattocks. There's 2 mattocks. I cannot leave. I cannot simply leave. We need money. And it can only be obtained. Is he gone? I think it's gone. he's not gone. Oh, this is just driving me nuts. The shopkeepers drive me absolutely nuts. Very happy to get the climbing gloves, though. Eye offline AU. I know they do cause death. I do not contest that, but they also bring life. Okay, he's down. He's down. He's down. Okay, good. And we did get another rope, so we need to have all those rubies. There's no way we're leaving those behind. So let's throw that rope up there. Work around this stupid ghost. Hey, he got spiked. I knew that if I waited long enough. If I waited long enough, he would find a way to get himself murdered. These climbing gloves will bring life into my existence by virtue of bringing money. Most worthy bomb ever created, perhaps. You could call it that, and you will be right. All right, let's go grab the mattock. I'm very happy that this man decided to commit seppuku. I'm slightly concerned of the complete lack of light in this place. That concern is not going to deter me from being the ultimate spelunker. Do I want to get in there? I don't think I do. Although there is no real good way of getting the rubies, is there? Yeah, there is. There is. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a frickin' idiot. Okay, let's get that. Okay. Let's get that. There was also 2 gems. Actually, there's 3, but this sapphire is kind of annoying to get to. I think the sapphire is just going to end up in my pocket unghosted. Get that. These 2. Sweet deal. Let's go back up. Slightly concerned. And what we are going to do, if I vocalize that correctly, let's get this sapphire. Indeed, Jacko this Mako, you can use lava to kill the ghost. I know that I don't think you're telling me this, you're telling other people this, but I am confirming the words of Jacko this Mako. You only need to dip the ghost into the lava a mere 100 times. Because, is it 100? Yeah, it's definitely 100 times. Because I think the ghost has 10,000 health. Is that the math? 10,000 health, 100 damage per dunk. 100 dunks, and you'll make it happen. That's why killing the ghost with lasers, with alien lasers, while possible, it is not really feasible. Man, there's all these bugs down there. I must have them. By the way, I've never been actually to this bottom of the level. So this is my first tripe. There's the spikes that murder. Ah, jeez! That's a boulder. I don't know why the boulder startled me so much. I just failed to ghost that ruby like a moron. I hate all this darkness. It's giving me herpes right now to be all so dark. There's what I want. We're going to make our way into that corner of the world as well. Because, you know, we have an extra mattock. Yeah. We have an extra mattock, so we're going to use it up as much as possible. All the way to the bottom here. And we're going to light up some torches with this torch. Make my life slightly harder. Slightly harder on the way up without the extra light. I hate this. So we're going to hopefully ignore it. I pussied out. I pussied out big time. I had to, okay? Don't judge me. I know you're judging me right now. Trying to find the idol, trying to find all the things. There was the mattock at the top, but we're going to go into the top right corner of this level. Okay. Top right corner over here. I'm sorry, Jacqueline. It seems like you're dead meat right now. Oopsie. Jacqueline gets murdered by a completely random circumstance. Nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing that I did for her to find such a fate. Alright, there's the money. There's the money shot. There's those bugs down there. There's also... I thought the ladder was closer. There's also a few gems in that corner of the world. So let's see if we can get to them. A little intimidating to coming here. Don't really know why I'm doing it. This darkness giving me flashbacks to all those times as a kid after watching Nightmare on Elm Street. This is a true story, by the way. Sometimes I make up these stories just to be edgy and cool. This story is neither edgy nor cool. When I was a kid, I must have been 6, 7. Something like that. My aunt and uncle were watching us in a sleepover, and they let us watch Nightmare on Elm Street. My brother, he was of the age that he could see it for what it was, a cheesy-ass garbage horror movie. Not so myself. Not so myself. Freddy Krueger became the terror of my existence for the next, no joke, 6, 7, 10 years. I mean, clear until I was 15 or something like that. I was, at the very least, concerned about going into the darkness of my hallway. It was a traumatizing event that forever changed my perception of the dark. I guess not forever, like these days, I'm okay. I'm good. I can be in darkness without any concern. Like, my concern in the darkness is mostly, I wonder if there's a mugger and I'm about to get stabbed, right? For the longest time, it was so bad. Bamboozle asks me, will you do this live stream very often? It is a complete toss-up these days. It's a complete toss-up these days, but what I can promise is that I will try to do them earlier. Like, it will be my 11 o'clock. Why is she still alive? This is amazing. Trying to get all the way back up because there was somewhere to swing this mattock. This mattock is just a dead weight in my hands right now. It's so infuriating that there's not enough to use it. Yeah, I don't have I still have the full-time job. And when I get home from the job, I'm like, I don't want to record anything. It just feels too much. I always feels like the content is just not good. Or I guess not even worse than usual. That would be the way to put it. Please, please, please allow me. Yes, thank you. I'm just going to leave this mattock behind. I'm just wasting time at this rate. There's nothing to do with it. So that leaves either the weekend or my day off for recording. During my day off, I record all the pre-recorded stuff. So it's like, do I want to take up an hour of that with a live stream? Which is, it's kind of the same, because instead of posting a video that day, I just do a live stream. So it's not like I'm wasting recording time or anything. It's just a little bit of a different format. So that could be a way to do it, but in that way I would kind of lose something, because I enjoy the daily challenge. I enjoy the daily challenge recording, where I just rant for 2 hours, an hour and a half. And it's just a different type of entertainment than it is to do it in a live stream, which I am indulgent indeed in a lot of ranting and raving. Give me all this junk, please. Question: What happens when you destroy the blocks under the rolling boulder? Shall we do some science? Destroy the blocks under that rolling boulder. See if it simply falls down, or instead it falls down and immediately rolls forward, and I get crushed in the most horrendous way possible. Somehow Jacqueline has survived all the hits. All the hits. Jacqueline is a survivor, deserves to make it to the exit. We mourn you, Jacqueline. You died too young. You died too young. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to face this. I have not been down here. Look, it's money. Look, it's possible spikes at the bottom of this. So let's go back, get the torch, and throw it down there. Jacqueline made an untimely demise. We were trying so hard to save her, but she just had to be so eager. I was going to grab her, go all the way to the bottom with her, but no. She was like, let me be. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. Just threw herself down there to languish with the shopkeeper. Let's put that torch down there. Would I have died? Yeah, there was some awful spikes. Even more spikes. I kind of love it. Wonderfully placed, too. Alright. I mean, Joan Tovar brings up something that I had worried about in the past and then completely forgot. Which is, can I bring up some stories that were cut short of explaining because of premature deaths? Absolutely, I completely forget them the moment that I post the video. So if you can remind me of things, this is just you providing me with content, not the other way around. Oh shit! Whoa! Oh, I forgot about this mic. It's so wrong. Oh. Oh. Is your collective scrotum / ovaries all up in your esophagus right now? I hope so. Well, there goes that Mattock. We're leaving it behind, going on forward. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. We're out of the darkness. Only 20 minutes. Easy life so far. This game is too easy, man. Needs to get buffed. Alright, let's get rid of this stupid ticket trap. There's the black market right there. Very happy about it. I think it's Joan Tovar. Once again, I forgot to... I'm calling you Joan Tovar now. Because of the Darkest Dungeon. If you're not watching Darkest Dungeon, John Tovar, he got into the names list. But the character is a lady, so I call her Joan instead. And now I'm referring to John as Joan. I wasn't even trying. I wasn't trying to make you feel silly. But I think it might stick. It might stick. Anyway, the thing is, I might miss it. So if I don't acknowledge your comment, it's because I missed it. So just repost it or with one of those squiggly ats. I can maybe see it. Blue Frog, your overpowered days of terror are over. Destroy you. Oh, Callie. Hello, Callie. Now already heard Lisa call for my help. Well, the utter moron that she is. Trying to find a way to get back up. I guess it would be a matter of doing something like this. There you go. Now I can climb all the way back up. Unfortunately that we are spending so many Maddox swings, but totally worth it though. Hello, Lisa. No joke, Lisa is the name of one of my co-workers, and now I have sacrificed her. Sacrifice her to the greater good. I hope that you enjoy it so far. No overtime for you, Lisa. You could say that your hours were cut short. There's two madmen down there. They all deserve the most horrendous, painful death you could conceive. Death Roulette. I don't even know how it works. Is it integrated with Twitch or is it completely independent? If it's not integrated with Twitch, we can definitely do it. I'll look into it for the next live stream. If it's integrated with Twitch, though, well, nothing much I can do about it. Because there's no twitching here. I've been asked, hey, are you going to get a Twitch account now? My answer is nah. Because while I recognize it as the far superior streaming platform, although YouTube has been getting a lot better with the whole live stream stuff. They've been, you know, even enabling stuff like the subscriber stuff, you know. The subscriber benefits and all the emotes and stuff. Egon Henriksen, thank you so much for those SEC20s. You just give me shekels. I would appreciate if those were shekels. He says, shut up and take my money. Okay, I think the money has transferred to the account, so I have taken the money. I shut up for the required amount of time that the transfer took place. And now we can continue on. Alright. There's still two crazy people down there. There is a ticket trap though, and it's a pretty good position to murder them. Pretty good position to murder them, but it will take some time. Thankfully, we have plenty of things to occupy ourselves with, namely the most stupendous greed you can possibly conceive. Let's go all the way over there. Get that emerald. Slightly disappointed about the lack of vault here. The jungle is young and our penises are erect. So we're going to be able to get as much money as possible out of this place. By the way, I didn't even see the answer to whether Death Roulette is integrated with Twitch. Because, you see, I am terribly concentrated on not dying. So, I guess just leave it. This is something that I'll definitely see. Leave it in a comment. And I will certainly see it. I mean, obviously, I can just go online and look it up in 1 minute, 30 seconds. But what's the fun of that? Just let me know in the comment. Is Death Roulette integrated with Twitch? Or is that completely independent? Later on. That. Okay. There we go. Let's well get some money here. How are these two guys not being ticket trapped already? This is just personally offends me. The way that they have to survive. Absolutely outrageous. Need to have a talk with the developers here. This is just not right. Really, this piece of garbage. Give me some ropes. I don't usually beg for ropes, but here we have a situation where, man, am I in need. I mean, not so much anymore because of the climbing gloves. But still, dire need of transportation. To ask for rides. There ain't no Uber in Spelunky. All there is the Monkey Express, and they really do bad things to your butthole while you're riding them. So, like, Monkey Express, Uber ride you. I butchered that joke, but you get the gist of it. The kernel of it was pretty good, I think. It was just the execution that was pretty lackluster. It's alright. I'm a newbie at this whole commentary thing. I bet a couple more 1,000 hours will do it. We'll up my delivery game. Anyway, there's still 2 crazy people down there, and I want to go down there because there is money and there is an idol. So I can't just leave and leave money on the table. That ain't a thing that I do. When do you think Spelunky 2 is coming out? Color25 asked me, or as asking in the chat. I believe it was Kondo Slime that posted in a comment. I could be wrong about the user, but I think it was him that posted in a comment recently. There was this Reddit post saying that the release date for Spelunky 2 on the PS4 is July 7th. There is already a little bit of, you know, one of those advertisements that happen. Okay, so what we're going to do. So July 7th, that might be the day for Spelunky 2. What we're going to do, get the ghost as far as possible in the corner, and we're going to spend a few bombs to get rid of these people because I want to go down there, and I am far too much of a chicken shit to completely risk-free. We must do it risk-free. So we're going to use some bombs to get rid of this piece of garbage. Let's go all the way down. Alright. This guy. I hate him so much. In fact, we're going to use a rope. He's going to bounce back. He's going to get it! Yes! This pleases me greatly. Get dunked! No, it's not only on the PS4. Don't worry about it. Sorry, I didn't have time to read your name before the ghost was coming to devour me. Don't worry about it. It is being confirmed. At the very least, it is coming out also in the PC at the same time. At least that's the last I knew. This information might have been changed. I have not been keeping up with it, but it has been confirmed, as far as I know. Spelunky 2 is definitely coming to PC on the same date as the PS4 release. Do you long hauls live stream when the Spelunky 2 releases? I was planning to just do the daily challenge before I upgraded my internet, but it's definitely looking like that. We're certainly going to do a live stream on the day of release, and in fact, I am 100% planning to take some vacation from work. I know that sounds pretty pathetic, but I am sure you guys can all relate to that sentiment of there is a game that you think is a big deal, that you really enjoy. Something's happening that you think is something that you want to be there for. You take some time off work and enjoy it. Absolutely going to do it. Rozukitsune. Rozukitsune. That is the pronunciation that I'm going for. It's not. I don't care what you tell me it's pronounced like. You ain't my boss. You ain't my wife to tell me what to do every moment of my life. Your name from now on is It's very important to do the silly noises really add character to it. Oh. So is it safe to say, John Tovar says, so is it safe to say that you will be replacing Spelunky with Spelunky 2? It is safe to say unless Spelunky 2 turns out to be a horrible disappointment, it's absolutely safe to say. And I anticipate we'll do some nostalgia runs here and there, like in the style that Northern Lion might have done nostalgia runs for the Binding of Isaac Classic. There's the idol that I was so willing to get. But unless Spelunky 2 turns out to be a turd, which, come on, what are the chances of that? I mean, there definitely is the real possibility that Spelunky 2 won't live up to the hype. Like, it's a hard follow-up, man. It's really rough to follow up Spelunky. But between that and it being awful, there's a massive difference. There's no way they're going to turn out a turd. There's zero chance of that happening. Let's get through here. So, it's pretty damn certain that Spelunky 2 will take over once it's out. Spelunky 1 is not going to be on. Unless, the other possibility would be, I'm making gestures with my hands right now. Once more, I am not reading chat in between, levels because I feel like I'm doing okay just looking now and then. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the other possibility is that it's an excellent game, but it's a very different game, which it doesn't seem to be. Like, we have all seen, or most of us have seen all the gameplay teases and stuff. It really seems like the same game, but more of it. So, I am not concerned that it's going to be also a very, very different game. Let's do something like this, and then sit here. That should do it. The other idiot shall, jump down there. It's a little upsetting to spend a bomb to do that, but hey, now we have a jetpack. Life is good. Now all we need is 5 billion bombs, and our life will be ready to go. We'll have that golden parachute. Look at this black market. Are you guys seeing this brothel next to this slavery? It's not just a brothel, it's a bestiality brothel. This feels like a furry convention right here. It's absolutely disgusting. It must be purged with fire. This place is full of degeneracy. It's absolutely disgusting. Trash. Let's all be purged. Alright, let's go down here. Let's see what else. Really, one bomb bag, that's all you got for me. Alright, well, beggars can't be choosers, and I beg for you to die. Oh yeah. Could have done something fancier, but I feel pretty damn businesslike today. Holy crap! Traditionalism and perennialism. Gives me 20 bucks. What a guy! I appreciate you. Oh, son of a bitch! Not you. Traditionalism and perennialism. The Matog has broken. Maybe if you throw it at the floor. It doesn't seem to work anymore. Why can't I just swing it with my arm? Anyway, will you be playing Sekiro when it comes out? Reserve judgment. I am going to wait for the reviews for that game. It might be, like, it looks good, obviously. But, we'll see whether it's something that I want to play on the channel versus something that I just want to play for myself or just completely ignore. We'll see what kind of game it is once it's out. Right now, I only have hype for 2 games. The first one won't shock you, and that's Spelunky 2. But the second one is the Necromunda. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that word. The Necromunda game that's coming out from Focus Interactive, and I forget the name of the other developer. The guys that made Mordheim, the PC game. I love that game. I played so many hours of that game, well over 100 for, you know, an RPG is damn high. I think it's like 150 hours, something like that. I really loved it. I loved Mordheim, and I also I played Necromunda as a kid growing up. I had my little band of what's the name of them? Van Saar was my brother. I wanted the... That's right. Oh, this is all bringing it back. Bringing it back. I wanted the weirdos. I forget the name of them. It's been a long time, okay? I wanted the weirdos with the techno eyes, and they were like bounty hunters and shit. But they convinced me to play Goliath. I did not appreciate that. But I was only like 12, so I just went with what my brother wanted me to do, because otherwise I just got a wedgie. So I played with Goliath Band. Didn't play a ton of it, but I have very fond memories of it. I always enjoyed it, just the feel of Necromunda. Really, really liked it. Let's go down here, face this utter waste of skin. You know what? I really resent this black market. I am full of rage, resentment, and arousal. Okay, everybody's dead. I was checking just in case. Checking to see everybody was dead. Let's get in there. And he has killed himself. Well, all these shopkeepers are all denying me the satisfaction of getting the final blow into their anuses. It's very, very annoying, but at the same time, you know, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Taking a little bit of a time to read the comments. I'm pretty sure by now there's the Matt Murph. Yeah, the Matt Murph. It's wondering, okay, who the hell disliked the stream? I am pretty sure I have my very own troll by now. I feel very distinguished. You know, you make it when you make your own trolls. I hate you no matter what, even though I feel like I'm a pretty damn reasonable guy that, like, you might... Here's what I feel about my persona. I don't see I could just viscerally hate who I am right now, because it's like, I'm pretty milquetoast, I'm pretty middle of the road, I don't have strong positions on many things. So I guess you need to be an extremist yourself if you have the blazing hatred in your heart for the Blargh right now. Something else that you might have is utter spite right now for me referring to myself in the third person. But yeah, there are people out there that have been disliking every single video that I put out. You know, it's their prerogative. I would much rather they had the power to do that than YouTube take away that dislike button. It's so silly for YouTube to even be considering that. And, you know, that much, I see it as a detrimental thing. It's not even a free speech issue in my mind. It's just a detrimental thing. Do you guys remember my cape is no longer in my back? Do you guys remember that? Do you guys know that the cape is no longer in my back and I have a jetpack now? Turns out that the jetpack does not save you from spikes. The jetpack doesn't save you from spikes. Here I was trying to get money, trying to be diligent. Instead, I wantonly threw myself into spikes. The run's not over. Don't you be effing me. Don't be effing me, you scallywags. It's not F yet, it's lowercase f. That's what's going on. It's lowercase f. That lowercase f, I will accept it. Capital F, not yet. Not yet, it's not over yet. Lowercase f is acceptable. I will take it. I will take it with pride ingrained into my forehead. Not the capital F yet. Oh boy, we got our restless level with the piranha at the bottom. Yeah, this might be the instrument of my demise right here. But hey, there's a freaking thingamabobber. Do you guys know that I have the Kapalas? Well, I grabbed the Kapala, completely forgot about it. What the hell? Not being harvesting blood at all. All right, we're going to the freaking haunted castle. Anyway, I hope that at least you guys got a chuckle and a what the fuck was that kind of reaction, because it was also what was happening in my mind. It's like, okay, let's get this gold. I have the cape. I can go down there and maybe even get people concerned about it. Anyway, let's finish up the discussion about the thumbs down thing, because I don't see it as a, oh, they're taking away my ability to say something. No. You're taking away your ability to tell somebody they suck. And you have no idea how powerful, how useful that is to the person that creates the content. Don't take people... I mean, of course, you can always post comments, so it's not that big a deal. But I don't endorse it. Because it's important to always have somebody that tells you did something stupid, man. It's part of the problem of our modern Western society. People don't receive enough criticism, honest criticism, constructive criticism. Obviously, you don't want people to get abused in the face, but you know, if it takes the chance, if receiving honest criticism that helps you become better, the price of that is getting abused now and then, verbally abused, not, you know, any kind of imprisonment or physical punishment. Verbal abuse will give you character. So, verbally abuse me, everybody. Just hurl your worst insult at me. You're doing me a favor. That's what you're doing. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out where the crazy mega fish is. Here is where at what, and we're going to go down there and start shooting, tootin', butthole rootin'. How am I going to get free ghosts? There's no idol here. I cannot do it. There's no idol. Or was there an idol? I have not been looking hard enough. There's only a haunted castle, but there's no haunted ghost here, so I cannot get free ghosts. But if the idol inside, Almighty, I had a shotgun. Oh, there it is. I'm like, what the hell happened with my shotgun? I had it. It got shot out of my hands when I decided to commit senseless suicide. Sebastian Scopa calls me an absolute coat hanger. Thank you for growing my character. You're awesome. See, it wasn't that hard. I'm going to use a rope this time. I have to grab that money, get that shotgun. All right. Okay. Now armed with this wonderful firearm, I am a staunch in real life. You can swing me one way or another about gun rights. In Spelunky, I'm a staunch believer in the Second Amendment. We're going to wield this shotgun to success and victory and freedom. Kind of unfortunate situation here where, whoa, wow, amazing. What a mad lad. Look at that. You guys see that absolute maniac. What a dude. We're going to wreck. Oh, I'm like Rusukitsune. I'm like, your avatar looks so familiar, but I'm pretty sure that you had a different name. Your name was Nicole before. It's like, I know this person, I know this avatar. What the hell's going on? You were totally making a scrambled eggs out of my brain. There you go. It's all the mystery in the back of my mind that's been bothering me all this time is solved now. Scumbag grabbed his shotgun? What? Absolute piece of trash. Blargh, your darkest dungeon playthrough is way too slow. I accept this criticism. I don't think that you're incorrect, but I don't really have any better way to play. So the gameplay you're getting in the darkest dungeon is just the only way I know how to play, so not much I can do about that. And in fact, I do want to make it faster, but I don't really know how to do it other than cutting out content, and that's something I don't want to do. So what I have been doing is deciding things in between episodes, and so you get most of that decision making is already done, and I just tell you what I decided to do and the reasons behind it. I feel it's a pretty okay compromise. Alright, it's the shopkeeper. This is a duel to the death right now. Alright, throw that rope. Oh yeah, he caught a pellet to the face. Feels good. Get this ghost away from me, please. Once more, we get this stupid piece of garbage out of my place. Hunter Red is like, what the hell is he trying to do? I embellished that a little bit, but that was a sentiment, wasn't it? What the freaking hell in the 9 levels of Tartarus is he trying to accomplish? I'm trying to destroy Old Bitey's little cove. I'm going to kill the freaking piranha, and I'm going to harvest its entrails for the incredible treasure contained therein. And that is what I'm trying to do right now. Oh boy, that's my number. Ah! It's too powerful. Enormous, super crazy creature. It's too powerful. Why though? Oh, there's the other idol right there. We've got a double idol situation. Careful with the rest of the piranhas. Let's remember that I have the Kapala. I've been so bad about harvesting blood. Hey, don't judge me, Rosu Kitsune. The The avatar is super tiny in the chat window. Don't judge me. I get enough judgments for my church, okay? I wasn't praising Satan hard enough. They locked me in the box, and I had to spend there 7 days and 7 nights. So don't you dare make me feel bad. All those people already did it on your behalf. Can't believe it. Getting some sass in my own stream. Can't believe this. You're banned. Everybody's banned. What, do you think I was being serious? I was just testing you to see who's willing to criticize me, so I can swing that bang hammer onto your head. You fools! You fell for my ruse. Now I know every single one of you that will not kiss my ass. No dissenting voices here. Not allowed. Go away. This content is not for you. Alright, let's get away from these ghosts as much money as possible. Am I too spicy today? Am I too spicy? Let me know if I'm too spicy. Because I don't feel like that. I feel like I am super tame. And I am just running off my mouth to say silly nonsense. The Matt Murph asked me, when do you think you'll be good at Spelunky? I'm pretty sure 2,000 more hours will do it. So you're in for a treat of me continuing to be atrocious at this game for the rest of my life. When Spelunky 3 comes out, yeah, that's probably right. Kumar Prasun. Wonder if they will. Like, do you guys think in 20 years' time they'll be like, you know what? There you says, I think I got a great idea for some amazing Spelunky 3 gameplay. The ghosts will have guns. And he makes an entire Spelunky 3 game. Everything's exactly the same, but the ghosts have guns. $1 million idea. Heard it here first. Absolutely fantastic. Man, success is coming to my face. Oh, wait. Almost did it. But no, we are going elsewhere today. Garbage day. Let's go all the way up here. Because we're going to the haunted castle. Nice. My actual hours playing Spelunky, I think they're up to 800. I don't think I've reached 1,000 yet. And that is counting all the insane amount of time that I spent with the level editor open. So a lot of those hours are not really me playing. We don't have spike shoes yet. That's incredible. Amazing. I got you, John Tovar. I got you. Totally remembered. Whoa, what the hell was that? Oh, it was the Black Knight crushing the opposition. Don't blame him. I really don't like the scent either. This goes around the place. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm very close to death. It's maybe Harvest on Blood. Completely forgot. And in fact, I'm far too afraid. I'm far too afraid of this vampire. He's part of the far right. Can you wrecked? Get a little bit more blood that way. There you go. That vampire was part of a far right movement to get me into a racially discriminating jail. So I'm glad that we took care of it. I don't know where I'm going with any of this commentary. We'll figure it out together. Or maybe I'll just read the chat and completely abandon that entire line of nonsense. What the? Excuse me, I wasn't in there yet. This is what kind of amazing automatic detection is this? That you knew I was on the other side of the castle, and you didn't let me in. This is nonsense. This is just racism right here, closing the door to the Mexican guy. Shame on you, Spelunky. Absolutely shame on you. All right, let's see if we can get in there through means that are slightly explosive and violent. Let's try this. What I figured was, yeah, going in here, somehow the game detected. Oh yeah, give me that blood. The game detected the text that you're inside the castle. Those automatic sensors, man. It's not a low-tech environment. There's all these cameras. They're under control. This is a surveillance state. intimidated. The great brother is watching. Big brother is watching. I said great brother instead of big brother because in Spanish it's called great brother instead of big brother. They had to outdo it. They had to outdo it in the description. In the translation. Well, this man, really sure he deserves a barrage of bullets in the face. This blue frog is going to be my death. Come on, man. Thankfully, Callie did not get super pissed. Got 8 bombs. Do I want to spend 2 to get rid of the shopkeeper? I mean, at this rate, are we really in it for the money? Not really. Correct! That pleases me greatly, especially the ability to sacrifice your flesh for the greater evil of Callie. What a wonderful creature she is. And let's take that shield and make mincemeat of all of our enemies. Am I trying to ghost anymore? Real talk right now. Is that what the kids say these days? Real talk, guys. Are we trying to ghost anymore? Or are we just goofy enough with the shield? I think the answer is we're goofy enough with the shield, so let's do it. Let's do it. Damn it, I continue to hit the spacebar instead of reading through the... Well, there's a bit of money right there. I continue to hit spacebar instead of taking a little bit of time to read through the comments of all of you fellas. No spike shoes. No spike shoes. I need a brand new pair of boots. That was terrible. And I feel terrible. How we just exile this mammoth from here. Out of here. Stupid mammoth. So we get this mammoth to the exit. Kind of challenging. Can he still shoot? No. This is bizarre. Damn it. This mammoth is the most confused mammoth of all time. I really want to... We're going to make this mammoth. He's going to make the trip of his lifetime. I would like to get some more health to support this because a mammoth is going to rain into my head. So, slightly challenging here to not get destroyed by mammoth meat. I've had enough man meat being tossed into my head in my life. I need no more. Almost mistimed that catastrophically. And got ultra comboed. Okay, let's take this bit of damage, but the mammoth continues on. It's on his pilgrimage. PETA doesn't concern itself with mammoths. They're extinct. They're not in the purview of their nonsense. There you are. Make it in there? I don't think so. No, there's no way to do this. That's too bad. That's too bad. I guess we'll just have to crush it and drink its blood. I guess there's no other option. There's only 2 outcomes of that entire nonsense. It was either we save this mammoth and throw it into the abyss. Off goes the crazy person. There goes the dog. Some extra cash. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was all a PETA conspiracy. Like, PETA has been murdering animals on the side to get them on the protected list. And that way they get loving money out of it because then they need to get funding for protecting animals. It's all a conspiracy. I can see the lines. I can see the lines. I can see the moon base. PETA moon base confirmed. So anyway, I'm still trying to make money though. Like, I'm not going out of my way to ghost a million things, or rather to get every single gem in the universe. But we're in the ice caves. Now would be a good time to remind me, John Dovar, about the stories that I have left unfinished. Now is where the lull really happens. But you know, the live stream really takes care of that, doesn't it? Instead of coming up with my own content, I can just go back and forth with whatever the hell you guys are saying. It's a never-ending back and forth of stupidity. I'm not calling you guys stupid, just mentally challenged. Whoa, boy. Okay. But I say that with love. I say that with all the love in the world. Every single one of you guys in the chat right now is a mentally challenged loser. But I love you. Oh, I wonder how much I could get away with that. Like, as long as it doesn't go into actual abuse, right? Like, some people will be really weird, and like making it into a really weird thing where it becomes sexual. The live stream with Blargh gone sexual. They get berated by a hot girl, and just pay me money, you stupid pay pig. I've seen those compilations. I know that you guys. I saw it in a compilation. I swear, I'm not a fan of PayPig99. I am not a fan of rosy butt cheeks. Man, those butt cheeks sure are rosy though. Let's get that extra diamond right there. Wonder is there some more money to be found? Postal office stories, John Tovar. I got so many of those. Post office is my life. Post office, man. Post office for life. The tattoo. There's a gem right there, but I don't think I can have it though. Yeah, because it goes straight into the abyss. Whoa. Somebody's going to get a concussion when that diamond falls all the way to the netherworld down there with all the mole people. All right, I guess we're leaving. We have a shield. Entertaining ourselves. Go on. Miles3298 asked me, have you ever encountered an Alaskan bullworm? Boy, do I wish I had not encountered them, because they're real prone. There's an epidemic of bullworms up here, and just look it up on AlaskaNews.com. It's somewhere that I go all the time to get all the latest Alaska deeds happening. The Alaska haps, if you will. And it's been awful. It's been awful. Downtown, they had this barricade. The bullworms were just piling up against it. They were trying to climb on top of it, so they had to bring out the SWAT teams. Had to bring out the extermination corps. It was quite the spectacle, let me tell you. Thankfully, though, they were driven back to their underground layers, and now they are all holed up, and they all build in downtown like they always were. And we figured that if they're contained to that giant building, that dilapidated building in the middle of the city, we can deal with this. We can deal with it. Good practice for the apocalypse is what we say in Alaska. That's why I moved up here, so I could get my, what's the word? My teeth cut? Is that the expression? I think that's an expression. Get my teeth cut. I think so. In the post-apocalypse scenario, I have a head start. I've survived the 40 below temperatures with only a stick and a scarf. I have hunted caribou and slept inside their carcasses. I don't have an anka. I was not going to kill myself. Did I mention that I need to kill myself? I hope. I might have said it, but I wouldn't have done it because it's in my mind. It's in my mind that let's hope that I wouldn't have done it. I'm going to go with that. Like, I'm going to claim I wouldn't have done it, and you guys gotta believe that, all right? I won't blame you for not believing that because it's something that I've done in the past. Kill myself and the run's over because I didn't have an ankh to begin with. All right, the ghost is coming. I don't think there's anything else to do, so we're destroy these pots. Is that even a good spot to destroy the pots? I think this all goes to the bottom. All right, where's my shield? Okay, where's my shield? I have to defend myself from this terrible aggressor, this mammoth-shaped monstrosity, this multi-limbed mammalian mothball. That was weak, but I don't apologize. Off you go into the abyss. I think that's a world first. World first. You just got it right here. Mammoth into the abyss. The shield's right here. I still got it. Baby. Give me those gems. Guy's saying that the rest in peace shield run. No, it's still happening. I mean, it's a very low priority shield run. I happen to grab it at the end of the level and then carry it to the next level, in which I do nothing. This is the World Fist. This is what I call my dick. The World Fist. You don't want to know the things that I've punched. It's incredible stuff. It's so much power. They had to incarcerate me one time because of my World Fist. Alright. Awesome stuff. Got all my money. I mean, we can still make... Wow, I should have not been able to pick that up, but thankfully the Spelunky nonsense worked in my favor today. Wow, 1 hour and 20 minutes already, huh? Let me just quit. I'm just going to commit suicide and turn this into a failure. It's already a failure. We're just making it longer than it needs to be. Anyway, there's nothing else to do, so through the exit we go. Kondo Slime says, I don't recommend Unexplored. It is also a roguelite and Blargh already played it, but the bugs and shortcomings it has for over a year already still haven't been fixed. I'm happy to read that because, I mean, I'm not happy to read that it's not fixed and stuff, but I am glad to read it because I was wondering about it. I was like, man, Unexplored was actually quite fun. Maybe I should revisit that. So, but saying that they have not fixed bugs and stuff is like, it just tempers my excitement. Anyway, let's keep on going. Mo asks me, what music do you listen to? What don't I listen to? That's a much shorter answer. Because even some rap, I will enjoy it. Don't listen to classical music unless it's a very, very, well-known and beautiful piece. Most classical music, you think of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and you think of Ode to Joy and all the beautiful, amazing, wonderful pieces of classical music. But most of it, if you listen to, sometimes I get off work a little too early for the actual radio broadcast to start, and it's this garbage classical music kind of program on NPR, which, holy crap, NPR has become so infuriatingly identitarian. It's just not even funny. It's just so awful. Every story is, they will mention it. They will mention race, sexuality, gender. They will constantly call attention to it, even if the story has nothing to do about it. And the story, the focus of it, more often than not, will be race, sexuality, gender. It's like, why? Why? Judge people for the content of their character, not the color of their skin or where they put their dicks in. That's a little bit of an addendum to the well-known quote. Anyway, it's a little bit of a diatribe there, a little bit of a tangent. But you put on that program and they play classical music all the time, and it is the most awful screeching noise you could imagine. The incredibly vast majority, and this probably goes for all music, the incredible vast majority is utter trash. And classical music is no different, but I don't go out of my way to listen to classical music. It's not my thing. Similarly, I guess you could ask me, the better question would be, what do you go out of your way to listen to? I really like chill electronica for just long drives and stuff like that. It's just really nice and mellow kind of stuff. Not stuff that puts you to sleep. I enjoy a nice beat. Also like not folk rock, it's pop rock. I can get into it depending on the song. Of course, there's a lot of trash in that genre, so it's not like you can point at a certain genre and constantly say, well, but this other thing is that genre and that's garbage, so why do you listen to that? Well, you need to think only of the best examples of that genre. Heavy metal is one thing I really don't enjoy. I don't judge you for liking it. It's more baffling to me than disgust. Bad rap is who likes this? This is total trash, and you are trash for liking it. right? But heavy metal is just a genre. Like, I don't get it, but I respect you if you like it. It's just not the way my brain works. Nostalgic Damage. The classical is dull. Baroque is where it's at. I'll take your word for it. You seem like the kind of culture connoisseur of such things. I would not ever dream to go into a contest of culture with the one and only Nostalgic Damage. And one Jonesy gives me £9.99. You're in the UK. I feel for you. Sorry. I'm sorry you had to live in such a repressed country. But better than freaking Pakistan. Thank you for the many hours of great content and your witty commentary. Man. Undeserved compliment if I ever knew any, but I'll take it. I'll take all the underserved things that you can possibly throw at me. There's some good stuff from there. Oh yeah, good stuff. Yeah, the UK, that's more of a meme than anything else. Like, as long as you're not into the entire insanity that is the battle for free speech in the UK, it's still, you know, a civilized, good living kind of country. Certainly beats living in the middle of the freaking Congo, or I don't know. That sounds like a properly backwards country that I have no actual idea how it is. The Congo might be an amazing place to live, and I'm just trashing it for no reason. So, but it sounds impoverished African enough that I can say something like that, and yeah, I see what you mean. Anyway, what was I saying? I was doing something. Oh yeah, let's get this money. That's what we're here for, aren't we? Just get some cash. That's what my go-to is. Like when I run out of things to say, it's like, anyway, let's get this money. Oh look, it's a gym that I just ghosted. All right. Man, I thought that all the jizz had made it to my stomach, but it came back up. Let's put that there, get some more cash, because we can still get a damn profitable. I get so excited sometimes I run over my own words. This is something that you should be very much used to by now. And that's something when doing the reading of the audiobook that I've been doing. Check it out. It's damn cool. I mean, obviously, like, I get why a lot of people will not enjoy it. It's a very niche kind of entertainment. Don't really judge you fellas for not being into it. I'm not going to the City of Gold, so there's no reason to conserve bombs either. But really been putting a lot of effort into it, like trying to make it as good as I can do. I need to constantly slow myself down and enunciate when I'm recording that audiobook, because I have this weird tendency of just trying to just through my sentences. That's a verb that exists. Look it up. It's in the dictionary. To rush through a sentence in a very unsatisfactory manner. That's the word. There, all the jizz has been taken care of. So all this talking, man, I do need a gulp of water when we transition levels here. I will glug it down. Glug like it's a nice soy milkshake. Just glug that soy. Anyway. Darkest Dungeon is very brutal. Will you ever play Monolith? I have seen Monolith. I have actually seen gameplay of Monolith. I was like, looks pretty good. And then shrugged and kept going. But you know, it's not like bullet hell's not a genre that calls to me much. I like it. I don't love it. Oh yeah, give me all that cash. I like bullet hell. I just don't love it very much. Oh man. More cash being sent my way. I appreciate your money. I think you're slightly foolish for giving me money, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Traditionalism and Imperialism asks me, what's your favorite Spanish novel written in Spanish? I have a very hard time answering that question because I have not read a Spanish novel in many years. But if I had to answer, it would be the latest that I read, which was Pillars of the Earth, I want to say. No, it was La Catedral del Mar. It was pretty good. It was an enormously thick tome of misery. That was pretty much, that's the synopsis of that book. A giant tome of misery chronicled. There's another thing. Okay, we're all done here. Let's just keep on going to the temple. Maybe we can crush things with our shield in the temple. Actually, we're not in the temple yet. We haven't even gone. We haven't even gone to the mothership. Oh yeah, let's get some water. Aye, that was much better. I got determined to keep me company on long road trips, says Miles3298, but wound up reading the whole thing in just 2 trips. But there were some mighty good trips as a result. I appreciate that. It's always like I love, like anybody else loves compliments, right? It feels real good all the time. But man, being told that somebody enjoyed my book, that is the best. That's the best thing. That's the one thing I'll always choose to enjoy the most. There's something... Oh, yeah! It's an ambush! It's an ambush that they were waiting for Meredith when she came out of Rescue in Silver. Oh man, I'm giving you spoilers for my next novel that's coming out soon. It's not really spoilers, but it's really in my mind right now because I'm writing the last chapter. It's almost done. I'm so happy that it's almost there. Boys, the completely unrelated topic. Do you guys see your boy, the egg? He got those 2 wins in a row in Tetris 99. That is some quality content right there. That was legitimately adorable. To listen to Northern Lion get so excited that the first thing he gets up and goes to his wife to brag and tell her about it. Like a little kid going to his mom. Like in the most affectionate and endearing way, I'll tell you. It was like a little kid going to his mom, all proud of his accomplishment in video games. It was legitimately heartwarming. Some serious Tetris chops that man has. The egg, what a guy. True admiration seeping through my pores right now. What's it saying? Behind that, before that, are you planning to play Dead Cells again? There has been a lot of good stuff at it since you last played it. I believe you. I don't know. It's a hard thing to answer because that depends. Is the philosophy still rush through the game as fast as possible, ignoring your enemies? Because if that's still the case, if that's still the best strategy to play Dead Cells, I did not enjoy that. I don't enjoy that philosophy. I'd much rather just spend my time getting through a level, getting every reward, even though it's kind of dumb to complain about it because that makes for shorter videos and, you know, a more snappy pace. We're going to put all the pots right there. A more snappy pace and all that stuff. I just don't enjoy the gameplay when that happens. Like, I'm rushing for all these things. I would rather just murder it all. But if I murder them all, I will not get to all the wonderful item rewards. You can no longer ignore elites. They teleport you. Oh, that's nice. Actually brutal when you go to higher cells. Oh man, I appreciate that, Rozu Kitsune. Buying the physical copy. I really have, like, not my wife. That's not the word. She's not a wolf. She's my wife. She loves her reader and uses her e-reader all the time. I am a physical dude. I love to read just regular old tactile books in my hand that you flip the pages. So I have a very great fondness for physical versions. And that's why I try to, like, the books that I write are always geared towards having a physical version with, you know, illustrations and making it like margins look nice and all that stuff. So I think it will be a worthy purchase. Of course, I am slightly biased in saying that, but there is a lot. I think I went a little overboard with the amount of illustrations that I'm putting into the next book, but I think it will really, really benefit from it. Let's see if we can find a mine so we can destroy those pods. And if not, I'll just use one of the explosions that I can poop out like Bomberman. Some real fond memories of Bomberman. My father would play that on the NES for hours on end, and it was such joy. Let's see, let's put this bomb right there. It was such joy to watch him play when I was a kid. Well, that was decent. And I always will remember, this is a fond memory of a tear jerking, of that tear coming to your eye. Every time that he will win, there will be this little chime, the level. It will have the little theme song, and he will always, not bang. What's the word? He would always. It's not bang. Bang's not the word that I'm looking for, so I need to find the word that I'm looking for. He would always, not crack. I'm getting one of those weird cerebral blockages, which a word keeps coming to you instead of the one that you're looking for. I'm sure this happens to everybody. A word keeps coming to you instead of the word that you're looking for. And no matter how much you try, the same word keeps happening. So even though the word is not bang or crack, it's the one word that keeps coming back, and it's not happening. Anyway, he will just do that on the table to the tune, and I always remember it fondly. So there you go. There's a nice little story. I was a very lucky fellow. Like, my parents, they had their ups and downs, like every relationship does, right? But they're still together. And I was one fortunate scumbag to grow up with the parents that I did. Like, I got no complaints. In the grand scheme of things, it's like, how many people in the world get a set of parents that are as good as they were? Not many, I'll tell you that much. And I've always appreciated, like, even in my most rebellious teenage years, I was aware of this. I would still argue with them, like all teenagers are garbage people that will argue with perfectly good parents that only want the best for their kids. I don't appreciate this. I don't appreciate this mothership. It's okay, we're going to use the shield to destroy an alien. That's what will happen. Actually, it's not going to happen at all, because that was suicide, but we can do it with for the alien queen. At least we can try. In fact, I don't know what happens. Does she move? Does the alien queen move? Or does she simply get crushed if you push this shield onto his face? Let's destroy all these horrendous dangers. 18 health. It's nice. Did we get invigoration, or have I really harvested so much? This is pretty infuriating because I don't have the bombs to support this entire thing. So let's use a bomb here. Okay. And cleanse this place of filthy alien monsters. Cleanse! Alright. The xenophobic cleansing is happening right now. This is all a replay of 1942. So that's not even the year. I don't know why 1942 came to my head. Oh boy. Oh boy! Almost got super intercepted again by this scumbag shopkeeper. Thankfully though, I was spared the ultimate prize. Alright, now he decided to commit suicide somehow. Boom! Oh, ye of little faith, how dare you? How dare you guys say that I'm going to die here? Absolutely not, this is 100% safe. Nothing bad is going to happen. Every one of my enemies shall taste my wrath, and all that I will taste will be a little bit of jizz now and then. Alright, let's get in there. We are ready to do the nasty to this alien. I'm going to make it a... just scum bucket. What's I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going to make it as easy as possible by destroying the... There you go, the force fields. Well, that was terrible. I just grabbed a bunch of gems I didn't mean to. I mean, there was one diamond in there somehow. The rest were not ghosted. I don't know why I'm fixated with getting that diamond. That makes no sense. Okay, let's find out what the hell happens. I don't even know. Have I ever tried to shield my way into an alien queen? It's a live stream of World Fists. I'm going to introduce my World Fist to this alien scumbag. Whoa, okay. This is puzzling. This is different. Okay, nothing happens. I can't do anything. Good to know, though. We have made the test. The shield cannot withstand. The shield cannot do it. Unfortunately, it does absolutely nothing to the alien queen. Her flesh is just too damn hard and chapped and horribly dry. There's no getting to her flesh. It just throws you on top of the alien queen. That's exactly right, Kondo Slime. All it does, so let's simply wreck this one-eyed monstrosity with her very own technology. You fool, you should have never brought this here. That was a mistake. Mistake you will not live to regret. There. The rest of the money, because we are heading towards the $1 million mark. It's happening. It's happening. I'm sorry, Major Stupid. That just builds character, like I always tell you. Just gotta get the dog obedient. What better tool for obedience like negative reinforcement? I've been told by all experts, negative reinforcement works wonders against dogs and all kinds of animals. Your cat peed on the carpet, rub his or her nose all over it. They'll learn not to pee on the carpet in no time. Instead, they'll learn to poop on your pillow. Do they poop on your pillow? Rub their face all over that. They'll learn not to do that again. Instead, they'll poop into your food. I just left without the money, did I? I think I just left without the money, so whoopsie. Did I leave without the money? Let me guys know. Let me know. Do you guys see whether I left without the money? I cannot recall. Yeah, I did leave. Whoopsie. It's alright. It's okay. We're going to get the $1 million without that nonsense. I have the plasma cannon. I'm going to destroy the freaking temple, and we'll get the $1 million one way or another. That entire thing in the city, in the mothership, it was all just to show my superiority to the alien queen. We had a beef for quite some time, and I teased her with my shield, and I showed it to her, and was like, do you like the shield? It's very nice and buff. And she was like, what's the voice of the alien queen? I don't like the alien. This is terrible voice. I gotta commit to it. I don't like alien shield. Go to the top of my head. And that way I had to use her own technology against her. And then just left all those riches as a reminder for the next Blunker that, hey, I was here and killed this horrendous monster and left this riches for you. 100% on purpose. So you guys be quiet with your constant criticism. I told you guys, no criticism is allowed in this stream. I already got all your names that you took the opportunity to belittle me and berate me. I got your name, I got your number. You will not laugh. You will not speak. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you. I forget the actual quote. But hey, no deaths yet. That's all that matters. That's right. This is a live stream. I've been distracted by the live stream. All the comments are distracting me terribly. I guarantee you, though, this much. This sounds like an excuse, but it's not. I guarantee you would not have forgotten that money if I had not been reading the chat, which is what I was doing. Our shopkeeper friend has eaten a plasma blast to the face. It brings me fun memories of my time as a hooker. And now, we're just going to wait here for more money that we will maybe, hopefully, not forget. Let's get some more blood for no reason, because I can already survive so much. Right, let's get that cash. Let's get that cash. Usually live streams, I'll see this complaint from a lot of people that like to do live streams and recorded content. They're like, man, live streams just kill your subscriber count. You start doing live streams all the time, those subscribers just dry up because the YouTube algorithm does not promote live streams. It promotes 10 to 20 minute videos. I don't have that problem though, because already my daily challenges are 2 hour long. 2 hour long for racing to insanity. So I'm already at the same spot that I always was, of utter mediocrity. It is very comfortable. Like I've said many times before, and you can quote me on this, once you accept your mediocrity, you can no longer, you will be free from it, because you no longer expect good things from yourself. You no longer expect excellence from yourself, and you can be free of misery. There you go. I mean, that was a pretty butcher quote. If you catch me like this, if you give me a little bit of time to actually write it out, I will make a good version of that quote for you, but you get the gist of it. You gotta embrace your mediocrity in order to be free from it. Yep, there you go. I'm just too smart for the modern times. I don't blame you. If you just, I'm too next level for you. If you tune in and you're like, man, he's just too smart for me, I better don't come here again. I'm sure that's why everybody tunes out, because they start listening to my commentaries like, woof, his level is too high. I cannot handle it. And that's how my subscriber count is low, because, you know, people just can't handle me. I'm target blood. They get a hold of my brain. It's like, whoa, pull this back. I can't do it. All right, I think we're done. Anyway, I've never really stressed about that. In a way, I'm kind of fond of, like, I genuinely dread the possibility of becoming ultra popular. Like, say it just happens, something goes super viral, there's this enormous audience that is waiting out there, and it actually happens, and I get 1 million subscribers. I don't know if I have the mental fortitude to handle that, because you know, even though I try not to and I succeed most of the time, often, like, negative insulting comments might get to me, and they won't get to me like traumatize me, but I will think about them, and a response to their stupidity. Like, I won't think about, like, oh man, somebody doesn't like me on the internet, oh, my life is ruined. I will think about it like, oh, this guy, I had the perfect answer for that. When I get home, I'm going to write this comment in answer, and they're going to know how freaking stupid they are with their stupid comment. Something like that. And that's unhealthy. It's so unhealthy. I think that will, yeah, it will absolutely destroy Kali, but that's okay. Because there is no stopping that. And you cannot possibly respond and spend hours and hours on end thinking about that stuff. Because when you get super popular like that, you are going to get destroyed by such comments if you don't learn to just never paying attention to that kind of negativity. Like, obviously, pay attention to constructive criticism. But at that point, it becomes really difficult to tell constructive criticism apart from you suck, you're a jerk, and I hope that your mother comes home and shoves a rod up your butthole. And that will make me laugh very sincerely. Like, when it gets to that level of notoriety, in a way I hope that I never reach it. Because I'm okay the way I'm right now. I'm enjoying myself. I am having a great time. I already have a good paying job that I don't really plan to quit. It's like, it's easy, man. It's easy money. Being a postman, this is something that I've told many times before. The difficulty in being a postman is all front loaded. You start that job, I think it's genuinely one of the roughest jobs that you can get outside of, I don't know, fighter pilot or going to the army or something like that, like boot camp. Boot camp will be rougher. This guy deserves a bomb, but he did not catch it. Where's the scepter? Should be really easy to kill this guy. I don't know why I threw that bomb. Even though there's not really even a necessary... Ah, there you are. There you are. Beautiful, beautiful scepter. Starting out as a postman, especially if it's somewhere in Alaska where half the year days are going to be very, very dark. Being lost out there in darkness, not knowing where your thing that you're trying to deliver goes, you're under pressure constantly to get done fast, you're doing something that you've never done before, you have no idea where anything's at, the town is all hostile and everything hates you. Rough times. It's extremely frustrating. Obviously, it's not torture. It's not being in a Chinese prison eating rats, but it's one of the roughest blue-collar jobs to start with. See if we can get some money out of this. Is that blue collar? Pretty sure that's blue collar. Wait, well, you son of a bitch, you threw a freaking gem into my butthole and I had to just insert it like that. Indeed, I do have a face. My face can be found at the top of my neck. It's a pretty good face. I am okay. Like, I used to be super fat. Not super fat. I was a chubby kid. And boy, was I an ugly teenager. There's no sugarcoating that shit. It's like... Boy, was I absolutely disgusting to look at. But I wouldn't say I'm a freaking model material, but I would say I clean up nicely when I try enough. Right now, if I put on the camera, you'll see a grubby, scruffy Alaskan burly man. So, I'd rather not. And in fact, for some reason, my camera has been acting up and it doesn't really work unless I start this other program. It's kind of a bother, so I would not even be able to activate it on the fly. But, man, damn it, there was more money in there. There's so much money that I've been picking up like an idiot. And I feel shame at the core of my bones. The bone marrow inside of me is full of shame. Just in case. Alright, let's destroy all this junk nonsense BS. And I also consider the cat cam, but Luna jumped off my lap shortly before I started the stream. Like, she was on my lap for at least 2 hours. She jumped off, went to do her own thing. She gets tired. She gets sick of it. So no cat cam for you. And again, I would have to activate that weird program thing, but since I updated it, it has not been working properly. But you can definitely see a face reveal. There's the triggered video. The Patreon, I would normally just direct people to the Patreon spiel. That is me talking into the camera, actually trying to say things without stuttering. And I think I succeeded for the most part. That was all one take. I really wanted to do something where you don't get jump cuts all the time. And it took quite a few takes, but I finally got a take that actually was from start to finish. Barely any stuttering. That's a problem that I have. It's something that it's just the way my brain works, and that is one of the big challenges during the audiobook. I have to do so many takes because my brain cannot process many words in a row without stuttering. Eventually it's going to get hung up, and it gets hung up again, and it gets hung up again, so I have to... It takes a long time to edit things. It takes a long time to get the proper intonation. Not just the proper intonation, but get the proper sentence out of my face. And somehow, all these things that I have said, I've been paying attention. And there has been some pauses, but I'm pretty sure I have not started around every single word that I've just said. So, pretty damn rare, uncommon thing that has just happened live for you to enjoy. The chest is going to get into my head and ruin my life. Alright. Blue bow. Alright, give me all that sweet vault materials. And while this has been a less than optimal daily challenge. Kaboom! You thought you could destroy me. Whatever happened to the gems? Are there rubies back there? Is that what happened? Did the rubies just disappear, or did they jump behind? I think they jumped behind the mummy. Anyway, got lots of cash. Extra there, and we got the million. Feeling pretty good at the very least about not losing. You know, I had fully expected to have a losing, terrible daily challenge. So while I did throw myself onto spikes slightly prematurely, pretty good overall. Better than I expected, I guess. I guess that I should say. That was my usual grade after I asked girls how I performed, ex-girlfriends. It was better than I expected because, you know, they knew what to expect. So the bar was extremely low, and I mean, I would take it every time. It's like, yeah. At least I didn't disappoint. That's the secret to just life in general. Set the bar low enough so when you do the bare minimum, you don't disappoint those around you. So much good life advice being passed on in this live stream. I hope that you enjoyed. You guys have any life question for me? Because I'm on fire, man. I'm going to tell you life, the universe, and everything. If you can ask me world life advice, I'm going to just rock your socks off with my incredible wisdom and dashing looks. The Matt Mercer says he sets the bar low every day at his job. Actually, I'm saying his. I cannot see your avatar. I don't know whether you're a dude or a lady, but I'm pretty sure you're a dude. The Matt Murph sounds like something a guy would pick. 6% of my subscribers are watching. I don't even know how many that is, but if I have 16,000 subscribers, and 10% will be 1,600, 6% will be something like what, 1,000? I would say 938. Is that 6%? Okay, I think we're done. Did I grab every single bit of monies? Okay. Come those lime asses, eh? Here you are. Ask me some hard-hitting life question. Hey, there's some money. Yeah, not picked up. I knew that I was leaving something behind. How do you sleep without waiting in bed for 50 plus minutes? How about you find out and tell me, because that's what I got to do. Actually, it depends on how tired I am. If I am really tired, I stayed up when I shouldn't. I will just go to sleep pretty quickly, but still it takes me like 20-30 minutes. If I go to bed when I'm supposed to, I will be laying there for a good 45 minutes before sleep finally takes me. And what I would recommend, this is something that works for me, not so much for the general populace, would be just reading a book before sleep. I have a book by my bedside and it works pretty well. It tires me up nicely, disconnects me from the rest of the worries of the day. And it seems to be doing quite nicely for me. When meeting girls online, say you're bold. So when you show up with some hair, they instantly love you. Is this a play on words, or do you not know how to spell bald? Either way, I endorse this bit of advice. Say you're bald. So when you have a little bit of hair, it's fantastic, man. That's a follow-up of my incredible piece of advice of set the bar low. Always set the bar low. Don't say that you don't have hair in your back and then show up with hair in your back. They're not going to take that kindly, I don't think. I speak from experience. That lady, she was pretty into me. Oh, Jackie, you were so into me. When I showed up, we got frisky, took off that shirt, and he was like a freaking werewolf back there. It was thrown over pretty quick, and that was the end of my Tinder adventure. Until my wife, though. Until my wife, I'm on Tinder. It's just to get compliments. It's just to see how many matches can I get. And then I lead people on. I catfish them, pretending to be somebody I'm not. It's extremely entertaining. It's all made up. It's all made up. Please don't go looking a long schlong 59 profile. That is definitely not my profile. Oh, I don't even know why that profile name came to my mind. Never mind any of the things I'm saying. It's all lies. Mr. F. Damage asks, or says, no, we should have a cam of the person he has tied up in the basement. What will be the point of that? I don't get that. Like if I don't get, if I'm not getting paid, why would I do that? That's all set up for the deep web feed. Like YouTube, I don't think YouTube will take that. Do you think YouTube will take that kindly? Because if you think YouTube can possibly let me live stream that and I can get some super chats out of that, that would be awesome. That reminds me, I do need to go down there and throw some cat food through the chute. Need to throw some cat food to the chute to my prisoners so they can eat a little bit. It's been 2 weeks. And now it's time for you to die, Mr. Shopkeeper. The other one came around hell-bent on revenge. But no, I prevent revenge. No revenge being taken place here. Oh wow, almost leave that there. It would have been crushed by the terrible, terrible things coming down. There you go. Anyway, all jokester stuff aside, don't really like face cam. From a personal perspective of me filming myself, I'm just a white dude. It's like there's nothing special on my face, and I guess you could say I sometimes make eloquent expressions, but in my experience, I enjoy more people that just do pure commentary without the face cam in there. It's a different style. Oh, I didn't want to grab that. It's a different style. Like I'm not like, you know, putting down people that do have the webcam, but let's just say I enjoy more the pure commentary a la Northern Lion or Bear Taffy. Like Bear Taffy is a perfect example because he used to have a face cam, and he took it off, and he was like, you know what, I don't think it added much to my stream, and I agree with that decision. I think he is a better just pure commentary kind of type of dude, and I feel like I mean, I haven't tried it, so I should probably try both and see what I like better. I might really love it and just be really eloquent with the way my face muscles work. Because my wife does tell me, but this is her biased opinion, that I make the funniest expressions. So, you know, if my wife tells me that, why would she lie to me? I mean, it's not like she is trying to butter me up for sexual favors or anything like that. I try to play hard to get, but she's just so damn insistent sometimes. I just cannot refuse her. Anyway. Did not mean to grab that. A beautiful quote that you can hear all throughout the history of my channel. Ain't that right? I embrace that. I absolutely embrace that. It is something that has been a bit of a theme in every single one of my Spelunky runs. It's not even a theme every year. It's a theme not just every month or every week. Every bit of Spelunky making money gameplay will be me saying, I mean to grab that. Welcome, Enrique Salcido. Welcome to this stream. I hope that you enjoy whatever's left. Not a whole lot left. We're going to be done pretty soon-ish compared to how much we've been going. Already 2 hours of this. Wow, didn't mean to be so long, but you know, I'm not going to just cut it in the middle. I am pretty damn exhausted by now. I could really use some leftover pizza that there's in the fridge that my wife already warmed. I talk about her a lot, don't I? Well, she is my life companion, okay? She's in my life all the time. I need to constantly mention her if I'm talking about my life. And she totally does exist. She's not a puppet that I have propped up downstairs with a few recorded lines from Fortnite. It's not like that. She's real. She's absolutely real. Don't you dare suggest that I have delusions. Falsehoods. So, falsehoods. Anyway. She's not a body pillow. That's right, Yorkie. Yorkie. Yorick. I think Yorkie is a better name, so I'm going to just call you Yorkie, okay? She's not just a body pillow. She is also a sex doll. For that nonsense, there's the City of Gold teasing me with its forbidden grounds. Alright, I'm slightly concerned about this crush trap. Let's destroy it. Did I ever play Teleglitch, my friend? Or are you asking about me, or are you asking about someone else? Because that was the first game I ever played on this channel. So the videos are not great. I would not actually recommend them, but they are on the channel. you can see my very first video was teleglitch. I was really into teleglitch at the time, and I was like, let's see if I can do it. I always will remember. I will always remember when I first tried. I started talking to the microphone, and it was one of those stage fright kind of thing where you're like, oh hell no, oh hell no. But then I was like, come on, you can do it, and gathered the courage once more, and just went at it, just trying to embrace it, and that's how I started, and I did not stop, did not ever stop. Anyway, what's I doing? Impersonate your wife's voice for us. I cannot. And in fact, like, you would think like she's half Asian, half black, but she didn't grow up in an Ebonics environment, so her voice is 100% without an accent. Actually, she does a damn good Southern accent. She will mock the Southern accent like a pro, but she's actually pretty bad at Ebonics. She ain't got the no sir, the kind of also that I'm really terrible at. I really cannot tell whether she has an accent or not, so mimicking her voice would be like mimicking any other kind of female, because she really has no real distinctive way of speaking other than saying things slightly incorrect sometimes, like I was telling you guys the other day. Thankfully, she's not going to be watching during my second hour of the stream, so I can divulge really silly things without her clamping a rubber band on my ball sack and watching them as they shrivel while I'm tied to the bed. She will say "that's it" instead of "that's it." That's something that I always. She'll say to Sammy instead of tsunami, and it gets me every time. It's hilarious. Of course, I try not to laugh. Because it's not like she doesn't know. It's that her mouth just doesn't shape it right. Hilarious, I tell you. Anyway, you had to be there, okay? Pretty sure we're done. Oh no, money right there. Maya Stinka is really impersonates the black one for 2 seconds. 2019, racist, absolute racist. You heard it here first. This guy. He should be deplatformed immediately. How dare he? Culturally appropriate, and at the same time, mock. Beautiful way of speaking. Cannot believe it. I ain't got it, okay? I ain't got it. You can try as much as you can. I do feel like it's still bad. I do feel I've improved greatly. I used to be atrocious. Now it's just bad. The British, just generally British accent it's only bad now. It used to be just absolute dog barf. These days it's only just bad. Yeah, he's trying, but he's not making it. That's the kind of thing. But it used to be just so atrocious that I still feel proud of my improvement. And you would think that would be the time where I would launch on a rant where I try to use that accent. But I am here to disappoint you and to subvert your expectations. I'm going to Last Jedi you and not even do it. I'm just going to tell you, yeah, I've gotten better, and then not do it. Just take me on my word. Why, are you calling me a liar? Do I smell misandry out of you? You evil misandrist. See, I can do ists and isms as good as any other. Of course, that one doesn't have as much power, or pretty much no power at all. Anyway, how much more of these streams are you thinking about doing? Israel Blargh asked Dirty. It's I answered this a variation of this earlier. Why am I handling Adam like he has all the answers stuffed in his rectum? Go away, Adam. We don't care about you. Your life is forfeit, and you're scum. I will be doing live streams from now on. I don't have a good schedule. Like, maybe I'll do every other Sunday, something like that. Because while now I can do them in high quality, I still don't really have that much time to do something like you're seeing this one right here is going on to 2 hours. I need to clear a whole evening pretty much for it. So, you know, it's rough. It's a rough time. And I do work most days. Days that I do work, at the end of the day, I'm like, low energy. I'm not going to do it. And, you know, if they go long like this, I guess you could simply say, well, don't just set a time limit, idiot. You're in control. You can't just say, oh, it takes too long. I can't just clear 2 hours every day. Well, maybe don't do it in 2 hours. You piece of garbage. That's the way. That's my inner voice talking back to me, by the way. Like, it's constant. It's a constant berating. And I've tried to negotiate with it. It won't have it, man. It won't have it. It will just give me grief at every turn. I just have learned to deal with it. Just live with it. With constant being berated. As long as I don't talk back to it, everything will be okay. If I start talking back to it, man, it'll be hell to pay. It'll be hell to pay. Start playing. We'll start playing Taylor Swift songs non-stop. He has done it before. He has done it to me before. Speaking of Taylor Swift songs playing when you don't want them. We've been super into The Magicians lately. The wife and I, we actually watch all the Netflix show. It's a mixed bag sometimes. The Magicians. If you don't have Netflix, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But definitely way better than the book. One of the rare, very, very rare occasions in which a show, an adaptation, is way better than the original. I read the first 2 Magicians books, the trilogy by Lev Grossman, and man, it was an infuriating read because all the characters are loathsome. You don't want any of the characters to win. You don't want any of the characters to do anything but be miserable because they deserve it. They all make horrible, selfish choices all the time, and they piss me off when reading that book. As opposed to the TV show, which it's still like that, but they are more understandable and it's more interesting. I don't know. It's more interesting. It's a very good adaptation. Definitely recommend it as if you like science fiction and magic. Pretty damn cool version of magic as well. I mean, it's not amazing, and it does feel silly, all the hand gestures that they do. But very cool. Hey, Jan Rutsky, see you later, man. You're one staunch supporter of this channel, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Have a good day. And I say this in the least sardonic way possible. I genuinely, sincerely wish you a fantastic day or night, whatever the hell is happening to you. I don't even know if you're in Europe or whatever, or you're in America, which would mean that you're going to bed. So there. Hey, there's Megan Farncombe. It's already the 2 hours and 12-minute mark, but you did make it. So congratulations on being witness live to the complete disaster that is my verbal diarrhea. So welcome. Happy to see you. I'm, now that things are dying down a little bit, I have a lot more time to actually look at the chat and see what's happening there. Been keeping track a little bit closer. How much money are we going to end up with? Probably 1.5 million. Oh, Jan Rutsky was actually saying to somebody, goodbye to somebody else. Well, you are preemptively goodbye-ed, okay? So later I can just turn off the thing and never say goodbye to you. So there you go. That's business is all done. Farewells are always so hard. So I'm glad that we got that out of the way. There will be no kiss. There will be no lamentation when we part ways. We can simply say, see you later, bud. And we will see each other at a later time. This is not a farewell. It's a see you later. Anyway, we gotta destroy the entirety of that side of the level, and it looks like maybe 1.6 in the total. Condos Line says it's really late here, 1:11 a.m. and there's work tomorrow. But I am glad to see that you got your priorities straight. Why? Why would you prioritize sleep over mild amusement on the internet? That's a maxim that I live with every day of my life. Every day of my life, I'm like, man, I really should go to bed. I really should go to bed. I better hit that play button one more time and see if I could trounced by another odd paladin again. Let's do it. Hey, I better click this link again and see what the hell Tim has to say about this transgender person that staged a protest because they wouldn't serve her a Slurpee because her dick was falling out. I better watch this instead of going to bed and being a productive member of society. That is the entirety of my life every day. It's like, let's go to bed at 9 today. Gotta go to bed at 9. Nope. There's 11. There's midnight. Ain't gonna happen. Self castigation never stops. What is this thing, sleep, that you speak of? Both Megan and Nostradamus have the same sentiment for different reasons. Nostradamus has no kids. He has prisoners. And Megan Farncombe has kids and gets no sleep as a result, which is I've been witness to in second hand with my brother. He recently had a baby. Not recently, it still feels recent, but it was 2 years ago now. Almost 2 years ago. 1 year and 10 months. That baby just takes up all your time, man. And I used to be of the opinion like, why do people have babies? It's such a giant, it just wrecks your life for so many years. But I get it now. I still don't feel like I want them. I guess I'm just selfish that way. But I totally get it. Why people, place so much value in their kids. And this is one of the things that you realize as you get older. Some people are born with that. Like, they totally get it from the time that they're 12. They're like, yeah, man, having kids, that's awesome. I want to have kids. Some other people kind of grow into it. And at this time, screw kids. Phrasing was less than stellar there, but let's just simply move on. At this time, I can definitely see why it's, so life-changing in the best way possible. How much joy it can bring. It's something primal. It's something that is ingrained into our lizard brains. Not really lizard brains, because lizards just lay eggs and leave their freaking young to die, but I mean, they don't leave them to die, but they do lay eggs. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, yeah, marry and multiply is all I'm saying. And be merry. And teach your kids critical thinking. Let them make mistakes that don't murder them. Okay? That's my life advice right there. And just plopping it out. Advice, so much advice. Like floaters in the bathtub. That's my advice. Plentiful, inconvenient sometimes, but boy, are they right there in your face, and you have to deal with them. We were not able to coast Olmec, unfortunately, but we'll steal every bit of his treasure and watch him collapse into a pile of lava-y garbage. Don't really have much bombs, but thankfully there's a whole bunch being spawned. We made it this far. Are you guys amazed? I told you guys this will be extra successful with a wonderful dash of partial failure. Yeah, that wouldn't have even killed me because I am invincible. I have 23,000 points of health. Sweet to Ruby. All right, give me that. That's right. I have a plasma cannon. I completely forgot that I was wielding this up until 1 minute ago. So that was silly. Am I some kind of fool? How dare you? How dare you, Farhana Huck? Or Farhana Huck. That's a pretty cool and strange name. How dare you say that I'm a boy? I'm a boy. How dare you? Assume my gender. Do not take any appreciation from that comment. I'm a freaking Buick. I'm a 1982 Buick. Yes, I think it's Buick, but I pronounce it Buick just to trigger you. Sometimes I'll do that just on purpose, just to, like, I will say satisfactory, just to get a chuckle out of my wife because she always corrects me. That's not fair. Like, what, she corrects me on the things I say wrong, like, all the time. She even laughs about it too. It's like, bitch, I'm not even a native speaker, and you correct me. And then you get all frumpy. What the hell, man? This is just so unfair. It's absolutely unfair. I'm just airing some real marital troubles that I've been getting lately. I hope that you guys can commiserate with me. Why am I using this plasma cannon instead of making a nice shaft for Olmec to hold on to? So I like to go out in style. Alright, it's all good. Let's get this thing out. We're going to make a shaft. And we're going to have Mexico pay for it. All this nonsense in here. Oh yeah, the shaft has been created. The plan has been complete. Olmec deserves death. Down he goes. Down he goes. Frump's angrily dynamic flight. Frumping, man. Frumping is a real threat. Ah! That's right. Well, that was slightly poorly conceived. Well, that's not gonna work, is it? Yeah. This is perhaps the worst shaft that I have ever created. Timothy Nelson. Love the bits. Israel, please keep in comment. I'm making up for my lack of support on Patreon. I forgive you, Timothy. I forgive you. I had you pegged for a deadbeat loser that couldn't spare a few bucks, but now you're on my whitelist. So I'm very happy that you made it on my whitelist because I had all those envelopes full of hairpiece ready to send to your doorstep. That 20 could have gone to Cherry, but this is clearly more well placed. Thank you, Hedge Nim, for knowing the value of the things that I do here. Who the hell needs charity when you have Blargh? Oh boy. It's totally going to work. Okay, we made it. Nice! Anyway, we made it. We made it to the end. Second try. I mean, it wasn't 100% perfect. It wasn't 100% perfect. There was a few streaks of failure intertwined between all the amazing success. But we made it to the end. With a volcano erupting. Like so much jizz. Very happy to get to this point. And all the way to the end. We get those off-color jokes that will get me demonetized. I don't know, man. The meditation gods have been pretty good. Like, the algorithm will pick up stuff, and I'll tell them, no, man, this is totally monetizable. Monetizable, that's the word. This is totally monetizable. What are you doing? And within maybe 5 hours, 6 hours, oh, yeah, manual review says that this is monetizable. And so far, there hasn't been anything that they say, you know what, this is too bad, and you cannot monetize it. Which is weird, right? Because there's all kinds of awful things being said all the time in this. And YouTube is okay with it as long as I don't fight for free. Whoa, Kenny Jupp. What a guy. 4.8. I mean, obviously it's not a world record. He did die in 5-1. But, there he is. There's Kenny Jupp. Throwing shit. Here I was with my perfectly beautiful, respectable, beautiful score. And here's Kenny Jupp to take a dump all over my satisfaction, my self-esteem, my hopes and dreams. Here's freaking Jamie White to make me feel bad about myself. Well, you know what, Jamie White? You know what? I'm going to go to your channel and I'm going to click like and drop a nice comment on your videos because you're a doll. Anyway, everybody else did pretty good. We got all the way up there, but hey, we're the only people that made it this far with 4-4 death. So, there you go. I am the one that lasts. Yes, the laugh at the last time. Yes. Anyway, I got nothing. I got nothing else. I'm very tired. I'm very hungry. I did not expect this to go so long, but it was a fun time. Thank you so much, everybody that showed up, and of course, you mad lads that give money to the super chats. Is still baffles me. People dropping money in there, but hey, no judgment or only mild judgment. Not gonna stop you. Thank you so much. Everybody, have a good night. Play Spelunky. Hug a lady that consents to it. With some kind of cue. It doesn't have to be verbal. Consent is not only verbal. It needs to be contractual. She needs to pull out that form, sign right down here. Okay, you may hug me now. So, hug the ladies. Have a good time. Don't get caught if you do things bad. As long as it's consensual. I'll see you later. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, do all those things that I just said. This outro is completely out of control.